What's up, beautiful people? How are you doing? It's your boy Jege. How is your Thursday playing out? Kosalama? This is usually the point of the vlog where I'll tell you just how fantastic my day is playing out, and just sharing with you how my day is going. The truth of the matter is, the last couple of days have been extremely difficult. There's been a lot of stuff going on, Jege. A lot of moments that are requiring growth, but also there's been what I'm talking to you about today. Last week I shared that I'd had an epiphany, but for you to really understand how big a moment that was for me, I would need to backtrack this story for you a little bit. 5 years ago, when I first got clean, I had this desire to start a foundation that made it possible for deserving individuals going to rehabilitation who would otherwise not afford to, because rehabilitation in this country is pretty expensive. But I also made the realization that I was too fresh in recovery to be trusted by the people whose help I would need to make that foundation successful. And so I put those ideas in the back burner and haven't thought about them for a really long time. Fast forward 2 weeks ago when I went for Idada. If you've been watching these vlogs for a while, then you'll remember Idada, International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, just in case you missed that one. And I happened to be around some pretty major stakeholders. A couple of days after Idada, I got a random call from a lady, and she just planted this massive seed in my head and just vanished. She called and said, "Hey, listen, it's pretty amazing what you're doing and the way you're sharing your story with people and stuff like that. But you know, what more are you doing?" And she dropped a couple of ideas and left. Last week during my movie day, I just had this epiphany. The time has come for that foundation to happen. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me absolute pleasure to inform you that the foundation is now operational. The name of the foundation is True North Foundation. One of the reasons why I had waited so long to start the foundation is because I was trying to start it at a really high level, and then part of the epiphany last week was realizing that it doesn't have to start out as this very complex organization right off the bat. For example, a couple of weeks ago when that article was on the paper, I had this massive influx of phone calls, guys who are trying to find help for their loved ones or trying to find information, and that's going to be the foundation's first mandate. We're going to be a funnel point. First, we're going to create a lot of content that will help create awareness, content that informs and educates people around addiction, around emotional disorders and mental disorders, with the intention of getting guys to call in. Now, the next part of our mandate right now is aligning with partners. That would be rehabilitation centers, psychiatrists, psychologists, therapists, family therapists, all these people who are key in helping guys recover or in helping set guys on the recovery path. The next thing I'm hoping we can do over the next couple of months is I would like for us to have outreach programs where I go into high schools with other individuals who have overcome addiction, high schools, primary schools, even campuses if they invite us. And we talk to guys about this subject, because part of the reason or part of how guys are getting into addiction is guys end up indulging really heavily in stuff, all in the name of good fun, and you end up activating certain quote-unquote demons in your life. And then the next phase after that, which is more like the long-term goal of True North Foundation, would be to have a fully fledged rehabilitation and recovery center. This has been my vision for about 5 years. This was always the end goal, and that's why I guess starting it always felt like this huge task, because there was such a huge goal attached to it. But we'll grow into that. The thing that occurred to me is that we cannot wait to be at that place where there are enough resources and partners to set up a big recovery center somewhere at the behest of doing nothing now. We've got to start now, and we have started now. But I'm hoping you're able to hear me. I noticed there's a lot of background noises. You might be asking yourself, so how am I going to manage the foundation plus everything else that I do? I am very lucky. My aunt is a very knowledgeable person in this area. She has run an NGO for a while, and I am super grateful that she has agreed to come on board as the chair. That for me is amazing, because all I know is what I'm hoping this foundation does, but the actual nitty-gritty day-to-day stuff, I would need someone with a bit more experience to kind of help, and I'm glad that she's able to do that for us. That being said, we're going to need a lot of volunteers and a lot of people who have expertise in relevant areas to come on board and help us with these things. I'm going to be telling you more about those. Today, I just wanted to share with you the fact that True North Foundation exists. And by the way, this is not my house. I am waiting to have a meeting with a client. I am at Savannah, which is a place. Their food seems decent. I hope this finds you fantastic. It would be a sin to end this vlog without the weekly status update. And as of today, we have a community of 223 subscribers. That's fantastic. I'll be honest, I was getting a bit frustrated last week at the slow growth. And then I realized, wait, why am I not talking to you guys about it? So here's the thing. I'm doing the best I can to try and get as many like-minded individuals on this channel as possible. But I don't think I'm doing all that I can do. And so this is my official invitation to you. Please like, subscribe, and share this on your social pages. Let's get more people who would find value in this kind of content to come on the page and join the channel. So I'm officially asking for your help. That's what has just happened. Let's grow this page. At one point, we're going to hit critical mass and the page will just grow by itself, but we're not there yet. Let me not make this video too long. Manifest your best life possible and be good.